I just have this desire to write a fantasy trilogy. Now, do you see how, like, I'm kind of smiling, like it's kind of cringy to even tell you that? But I've always, like, I'm one of these people that I love A Court of Thorn and Roses, dramatic audio. I loved the Fourth Wing series. I loved Harry Potter. I love Game of Thrones. I love the Hobbit series. I love these world building things. I love Avatar. And I just think it'd be really cool to try to do that. And here's what's fascinating about this tricky little question. If the path that you're on disappeared tomorrow, what would you do? What would you do? Who in the world is inspiring you right now? What unfinished business do you have? And I'm going to tell you something, because I think you need to hear this right now. You don't have to do this. You don't have to pay your bills with it. This question isn't meant to get you to quit your job or to change your major. This question is meant to break apart your very black and white thinking. This question is meant to widen your gaze and help you lift up your head and recognize there's a lot more to your life than you think you do for work or school right now. There's a lot more to your life than just taking care of your kids and your parents. And if the path that you're on disappeared tomorrow, what would you do? That is a question that is inviting the deeper parts of you to dream again, right? To dream. And, it's so easy to cling to what you know and to think it's always going to be that way, even when it doesn't feel that great, because it seems safer than imagining other things that you could be doing. But that's what this question asks of you. If the path that you're on disappeared tomorrow, what would you do? And as professors Bill Burnett and Dave Evans at Stanford put it, I love this quote, when you really force your imagination to believe that you have to make a living or you have to fill your time doing something other than what you're already doing, you will come up with something. You will. And here's the other thing I like about this question. It also gets you to look at the thing you've been gripping tightly to, even if deep down you don't like it. Because you're probably telling yourself you have no other options. You got to pay your mortgage. You got to pay your apartment rent. You got this, you got that, you got the other thing. But what's really interesting about when things disappear, it leaves you no choice. And as your friend, I'm going to always remind you, you're capable of figuring things out. A lot of us don't realize that until we're forced to. We're forced to figure it out because we got laid off. We're forced to figure it out because we didn't get the dream job. We're forced to figure it out because we majored in communications and now you're graduating into the world's worst